Hey girl, so welcome back to my channel. I know that I've been gone for last time I checked this at like 11 days, but I feel like I'm approaching, I don't know, 2 weeks at this point, 14, 15 days. So my apologies. For me, I started a new job. I was just pretty much training and taking a lot of courses to prepare for this position. And that's what caused me to be away. And it's really bad because this was kind of like one of the things that I was kind of promising myself that I was going to hold myself to as far as posting every day. And I know that seems like a lot because most people only post 1 to 2 times a week on YouTube. But for myself, because I'm aiming for a big, a lot of success. I'm really like manifesting a lot for my channel this year. I'm claiming big things. I'm looking for big things to happen with my channel, and I just know without a doubt in my mind that I'm going to do well and I'm going to thrive on this platform. I think I'm crazy. The way I've been craving. If I put it quite plainly, just give me them, baby. But I am back, and I'm back with another video. And I just wanted to just give a disclaimer, based on my last few videos and the videos that I'm going to be making. This is a safe space. This is a safe space for not only me to talk about things, but for you to talk about things as well. I want to be able to talk about anything. I'm a woman. I've had a lot of experience being a woman, and I am not a young lady anymore. But I've gone through a lot of things, so I'm able to share and talk about a lot of the things that I've experienced, and share it with you just to kind of help you maneuver through things a little bit easier and find the short way around than having to take the long way around, or having to learn the hard way, I should say. So yeah, this is a safe space for us to talk about anything, and we'll be talking about just improvements on ourselves, our self journey, how to maneuver through life, how to be better, how to be better women, how to be better moms, how to be better wives, girlfriends, how to be better for ourselves, more importantly, and how to be a better child of God. I mean, that's what we all want. That's what we all desire. I hope so anyway. With that being said, like I said, this is a safe space for us to be able to talk about anything, and I want us to be able to feel safe to talk about anything. So when you see a video, that's talking about sex, or you see a video that's talking about goals, relationship advice, or makeup, I mean, that's what this platform is about. It is a lifestyle / self-help channel, so those are the things that we will be discussing. And then also another disclaimer, excuse my hair. I feel like it looks nice, like it looks decent, but I am the worst at the whole lace front thing. Like, this isn't a wig, but this is a closure, and I've really really suck bad at doing lace wigs or closures or anything like that, which is crazy because I can do hair. I can put braids in any style. I can, if you show me anything, I can pretty much do it. But for some reason, I struggle with lace. Like, I don't know what it is. I just never know how to place it. I try to do the baby hair thing, and the only reason I do the baby hair thing, I don't have anything against the baby hair thing. I actually like the baby hairs. I don't like when it's a bit much, but I do like them, and the reason I like them is because I have a really big forehead. So the baby hairs kind of help, like, take away take away from that a little bit. But anyway, I don't want to get sidestepped. I just kind of wanted to give you a disclaimer so that y'all not throwing shade at me on my little situation right here. I know what's going on, and trust me, I'm gonna fix it. Anyway, so today I want to talk about the power of manifestation. This is a video that I've been wanting to talk about for a while now, and the reason being is because I had a really rough 2003, but when I think about it, my 2003 wasn't any more rough than every other year before that. So I would say that I've had a constant domino effect of rough years, right? So as I started to look at my life, that sounds so dramatic, but as I started to look over my life in the last, 10 years, And you know how they say with relationships, when you see people, and I'm just going to use J-Lo, for example, like people who've been in multiple relationships out in the public, and then we're able to witness them kind of getting into relationships and then getting out of relationships in public. And then people are always quick to say, well, she must be the problem. I started to feel like that when I started to look over the last 10 years of my life, and I started to see repeated cycles of things that I was doing over and over again that I wasn't learning from, which allowed me to be in the same situations over and over again. Right. And then at some point last year, I came across this quote, meme, whatever you want to call them, on Instagram. And it was the same one that I had came across the year before. And it said, I refuse to go into this year and to know better and to not do better. I had seen that same thing a year before in 2022. And I remember saying to myself, yes, I feel that way. You know, I'm going into 2023 just knowing as much as I've ever known. And I refuse to not let myself fall to these really horrible circumstances again, knowing better. And what happened, 2023 was also a bad year. So fast forward to the end of 2023, I seen that same meme again. And I was like, okay, you know what? What was it that happened in 2023 that did not allow me to succeed the way that I wanted to succeed? And I come to the realization it was all about not believing in myself, not having the confidence that I need to have to be successful. So I just started to think about every person who is successful. I mean, you could say celebrities, you could say athletes, you could say people in your personal life, your best friends. You know, like I started to think of everybody who I knew personally, who I've seen on TV, also like I said, celebrities, athletes, whoever, who are successful in what they did to get there. Now, they don't always show what they did to get there, and they don't always talk about that. You know, we get on Instagram and we see these people and how they live, and we're thinking, you know, must be nice. You know, all they had to do was just like be an influencer, or all they had to do was just like be great at basketball or whatever. But they don't actually show the steps, the process to get there. And I would say that the one thing that every one of those people have in common that us people at the bottom don't share that quality of is confidence and believing in yourself. Did that make sense? Having the confidence and believing in yourself. So like we don't have that strong belief system that we can do anything. We don't have that strong belief system that we can take ourselves to the next level. Us ourselves can take ourselves to the next level. Now, for me personally, I no longer want to do any journey without God. Like I'm learning that every time I try to do things by myself, like it's bad. So whatever I'm doing moving forward, I'm making sure that I include God in it and that I have these conversations with God because, you know, I'm just rediscovering my spiritual path. But it could be different for you, but that's my path. So for me, I always want to include God, but I'm realizing I can't do it by myself. But I'm also realizing that if I don't believe in myself and I'm not putting the action behind whatever level of growth I'm trying to get to, then how is God going to bless me? Why would he? Like, it's just not going to be a thing. So, you know, I just really want to just dive into this, you know, just talking about the power of manifestation and, you know, give you guys some tips on things that I'm doing right now. Now, I'm not going to act like I'm where I need to be. I absolutely am not. Like I said, this is for 2024. So I'm just getting started. But when I tell y'all, like the way that I feel and the way that I think right now is, I'm like, who is this? Like, I ain't never seen this girl before. Like, how I'm moving out here, how I'm thinking, my growth mindset. I'm thinking more about money than I've ever thought about before. I'm thinking more about goals than I've ever thought about before. I'm thinking more about the hustle. Like I've never been that much of a determined individual. I'm gonna be honest. I've always just been somebody who just exists. Like I exist. I try to stay afloat. I try to stay above water. I try to have fun in the process. I am like a you only get one life person, but I always try to maintain just succeeding in the sense of staying afloat, making sure that I and my children survive every day. But I'm realizing that I need more than that. If I want to be successful the way I want to be successful, to where I want to be able to travel, when I want to travel, I want to have, a significant savings. I want to be able to help my children financially as they grow into being young adults. I want to be able to put all of my energy and focus into them and showing them how to move out here so that they can be successful. And it's going to be very hard to do that if I'm still trying to survive myself. So those are things that I want for myself, and those are things that, in order to get to, I have to believe in myself that I can do whatever it is that I want to do, and I'm going to. It's not just a believe, it's I'm going to. So that's really the first tip. It's talking to yourself in a way that what you're trying to achieve has already happened, or that it is going to happen. There's no doubt in your mind. Like, I'm going to move my way up to the next level in my position, in my job, in my career. I'm going to. It's just a matter of time, because I'm putting in the work right now. I'm staying up late. I'm putting in the extra hours. I'm working when no one knows that I'm working. I'm putting the time in. When everyone is going out on the weekends, I'm working weekends. When everybody is spending time, with their family and friends and taking a lot of trips and vacations, I'm working. I'm putting in the work. I'm doing everything that I need to do. I'm sacrificing a lot of my time and fun and, things that I want to do for things that I have to do towards this thing so that I can be successful in it. So that's really the way that you got to think. And in order to get to that point, yes, you can get there, and you will get there. It's just going to be a matter of time. Depending on what it is, it could be a couple of months, it could be a year, it could be a couple of years. I don't know. I'm setting myself my goal for a year. And I'll just let you know right now, my thing that I'm manifesting for myself is this channel. I've always dreamt of being able to be a YouTuber. And I'm not saying a YouTuber in the sense of I want to be an influencer. I want to be a YouTuber because I want to be able to be a provider of my family off of YouTube. I want to be able to get to the point where I can have online digital products that I can also make money off of to continue to provide for my family. That's the level of growth that I want for myself, so that I can stop working my everyday 9-to-5 job so that I can do this full time. I want to be able to start doing this full time by the end of the year. That's my goal. If you would have asked me 3 months ago if that was going to be possible, I probably would have said no, maybe 2 years or 3 years, but not 1 year. Fast forward to January, February, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to do this. This is going to happen by the end of the year, probably sooner. Why? Because I believe that. I know that I'm going to put the work in to be able to do what I need to do. And that's just how you got to move out here, y'all. That's how you got to think. That's how you have to process every single move. Another tip would be to not get distracted. And that's easier said than done. We face and come across distractions every single day, several times a day. And it kind of leads back to what I was talking about, making sacrifices so that we can get to the next level, so that we can see the bigger picture. There's going to be times that you want to do certain things. Like I said, you might want to go out. You might want to take an extravagant vacation. You might want to spend time with family and friends. And I'm not saying that you can't do those things in order to become successful. I like trips. I'm going to take a trip. I'm going to probably take a couple of trips this year. But things that I would typically do on the day-to-day, like my weekends are usually spent, just kind of lounging around. I go to the beach a lot. I spend time with my kids. We just kind of take it easy on the weekends. I always looked at weekends for me as rest, or my off days as days of rest. I'm just going to rest. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to sit around, watch Netflix. That's about it. Not anymore. So every day that I'm not working, I'm going to be working. Every day that I'm working, and the hours before I go to work or the hours after I go to work will be spent working. So for me, I'm sacrificing every single hour of the day that I'm not working to this channel. And then, if I decide to take a vacation, yes, I will take those few days off, but I will also still be working. Any opportunity that I get to work, I will work. So for instance, I just took a It was a ski trip to Asheville. And in that process, every single time that I had, like, where I was just, it was downtime and I wasn't doing anything, um, I was working. Like, I was working, I was spending time with myself. I was kind of developing ideas, coming up with things, strategizing, whatever. So that's going to look different for everybody depending on what it is that you're working on, but you have to make sacrifices in order to get to the next level. There's no way to get to the next level without making those sacrifices. It's just not possible. So you have to be able to make those sacrifices. And like I said, you have to be able to think like someone who is trying to be successful in that thing that you're trying to be successful. Think of like the greats, like, I don't know, think about LeBron James or Steph Curry, think about Elon Musk, think about Michael Jordan, think about, I know I'm naming a lot of athletes. I do like sports, but just think about all of the greats who are where they are. Think about, in our mind, it just seemed like they disappeared overnight, but no. Like, if you ever watched that documentary, The Last Dance, the Michael Jackson, the Michael Jordan one, that one is a really touching documentary because it actually kind of starts at his childhood and it talks about the work that he put in to be Michael Jordan. He just didn't. That wasn't just a natural talent that he has. No, he worked, he practiced to get to that point. So it's not something that happens overnight. You have to be you become a pro in it once you do it enough. So there's something called the 100-day rule, right? And this is something that I learned recently. It's called the 100-day rule. And they say that if you work on something, I think it's for 20 minutes a day for 100 days, you become an expert in it. And the reason that you become an expert in it is because you now know more than 95% of people in that one specific area. So, for instance, if we're talking about Michael Jordan, he obviously knows more than 95% of people, is more talented than 95% of people in basketball. I mean, duh, we know that. But it wasn't because of talent. It wasn't because he was born that way. It was because he put the work in. So you have to put the work in. You have to talk positive to yourself. You have to talk to yourself like as if it's going to happen and already happened. And for my third tip, leading off of it's already happened, I told y'all my big goal this year is to manifest significant growth in my YouTube channel. So one of the tips that I learned is to act as if you already are at that point. Right? So I want to come to y'all as if I already have 100,000 subscribers. I'm going to be working and posting videos as if I already have 100 subscribers. As I was preparing this content that I have for you right now, I was thinking to myself, I have to hurry up and post some videos for you because I haven't posted or talked to you in a couple of weeks. Oh my God, like I'm neglecting my friend and I really just need to put some information out because I don't want her to feel like I don't care, like I'm not interested, like I'm not dedicated to helping improve somebody else's life in some sort of way. And that's not the case. So for me, it is important. It is really, really important to put this information out. Everything that I learned and everything that I'm learning as I'm learning, I want to give to you. I want you to be able to take it in, learn, and like I said, take the shortcut. So in order for me to get to 100,000 subscribers, or however many views that might be, in order to get to that point where I'm consistently getting that traffic in on my channel, I have to pretend as if it's already there. You ever see somebody have an imaginary friend or talk in a very delusional way? Like, I've been very delusional with myself lately. And apparently that's the key to success. When they talk about manifestation, like, being delusional is the key. So, like, when I say be delusional, like, it is something that you really have to think like a delusional person. Like, you cannot be kind of thinking maybe, what if, see what happens. Like, no, you have to, like, speak to people like as if this thing has already happened or is going to happen. You have to speak to yourself that way. Like, I don't know. I just cannot stress enough how important it is. And every single person that I know who is successful believed that thing. They spoke that thing into existence. You know what I mean? So it's just really, really important. And as I get older, I'm really, really starting to learn the power of manifestation and what that actually means to me, what it means in my life, and how I can literally mold my future based on the confidence that I speak about it. You know, because that's really all manifestation is. It's just confidence. Like you're having the confidence to say out loud, or to yourself or to people, but you have the confidence to say it and think it and then know that you're going to accomplish it. That's heavy on the know that you're going to accomplish it. Like I said, just kind of like, maybe, you know, we'll see what happens. I don't know for sure, but I know, like, we have to cut that unsure language out, because it's not good for us. It's not going to get us nowhere. Being delusional, talking in a delusional way is not a bad thing. It's so good. It's really, really good. So like I said, just make sure you're focusing on that kind of delusional manifestation. Like I said, it's so important. We can't expect anything other than that kind of language. We have to be able to give ourselves that, because you deserve it. You deserve that level of confidence for yourself. Like, you deserve to have goodness just kind of poured into you, not only by other people, but by yourself. Like, I'm one of those people that people can say things to me all day long, and people do. People say really, really nice things. People can be really, really positive when it comes to me. A lot of times in my life, I've noticed that other people believed in me more than I believed in myself. You know, it's one thing hearing other people say, you can do this, you can achieve this, I know you're good at this, you're going to be great at that. That's one thing. But to say that to yourself and to believe it and to mean it, girl, I'm telling you, it's so good. And I'm just gonna end with that. Like, as I kind of embark on my own little journey this year into my own goals, it just feels really exciting, really wholesome, to feel very motivated and positive when it comes to me, that I'm feeling for myself. I'm someone who can be extremely, extremely, extremely hard on myself. And I always thought that was the way to go. Be hard on yourself, because when someone else is hard on you, it's nothing, because you can't make me feel worse than I make myself feel. And I just always thought that was how I'm able to be successful. But no, like, I couldn't have been more wrong. So now I'm looking at it like, be kind to myself. Speak gently to myself, and believe in myself. And in that way, I can start to believe that, and then start to head into that direction of being more positive and more happy and more successful, because I now believe that about myself. So anyway, I hope this video wasn't too long, and I hope that this was helpful for you. I just want to see everybody win. I want to see myself win. I want to see you win. And I want you to be able to learn how to be confident in yourself. You know, those are things that I've learned and that I'm learning. And, you know, I'm excited to see what the year pans out to be for me. I'm also excited to see how the year goes for you. So definitely like, comment, please subscribe. As you subscribe, it is supporting me. Liking and commenting is also allowing me to engage with my subscribers, so I can know who you all are, just so I can get to know you and see what your journey is. Those are things I want to know about you. So anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you on my next video. Peace out.